let's talk about the feature drop that was released today. Any of you guys who have Pixels, did you guys get the feature drop, or are you like me who just manually puts it on if you don't get the OTA? But let's talk about it. So this is actually straight from Google. I have a couple other articles that are talking about the feature drop, and I might go through those if there's actual like extra pertinent info. But we'll go through what Google's actually saying. So, new Pixel features for better sleep and personal safety. Whether you're trying to extend your battery life or find ways, let me make this bigger for you guys so you can see it. I see Rise. Am I saying that right? Rise. Have I seen you in here before? I can't. I have such a hard time remembering who I see or I didn't. I just got the update. Awesome, man. Great. Let me know what you think about it. I'll go back into chat in a bit. Rise, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat, man. Glad you could make it. Glad you could drop some info. So whether you're trying to extend your battery life or find ways to disconnect each night, that's something I need to do. So I read a little of this, and that's something that I might try to take a look into this feature. Pixel's latest features make it easier than ever to get the most out of your phone. And with the latest updates to the personal safety app, your Pixel is giving you more options to help keep you safe in an emergency. Adaptive battery improvements. Adaptive battery already learns your favorite apps and reduces power to the ones you rarely use. Now, adaptive battery on Pixel 2 and newer devices can predict when your battery will run out and further reduce background activity to keep your Pixel powered longer. Here's the thing. That's all well and good. I'm glad to see that. Wonderful, great. Anything to save battery is always a plus for me. But how much better is this going to work on my Pixel 4? Is it going to push me from four-ish hours of screen on time, which is about 90% on Wi-Fi since I'm at home anyway? Is it going to push me to an extra half hour, an extra 45 minutes of screen on time? I seriously doubt it, but I'll take it, right? Anything that'll save battery is great. But I've already done so many things to save battery on the Pixel 4. I've said this before. Brian helped me out with this to turn off digital well-being. Um, always on display. I think I have some stuff turned on, but solely's turned off. There's a good amount turned off just to save battery. And I wish I didn't have to do all those things, but I wish they had just fixed that from the get-go. I mean, again, I'm not trying to shit on new updates because I want new updates. I want new features. I want things that will help the phone, but it's also hard to just see that and be like, well, how much better is it actually going to do? So moving on, bedtime made better. The new bedtime feature in Clock helps you maintain a consistent sleep schedule and strike a better balance with your screen time each night. Let me share this with you guys. I don't know how many of you guys do this, but who here sleeps, who here goes to bed with the phone next to you at night? Because I'm one of those people. Every single night. And it sucks because it's like I have a phone here, and then I have another one here, and then I have three more behind me. And no matter what, I have a phone next to me in my bed. And sometimes I have two phones next to me in my bed. And I'll be honest. Last night I went to sleep at 4 in the morning, 4 in the fucking morning, and I laid in bed at around 10:30 at night, telling myself I would go to sleep properly, and I didn't. And so for like what I know I got up for like an hour just because I couldn't sleep, but I was on my phone watching YouTube videos, watching or reading articles. Actually, what I was doing is I was spending a lot of time on the A71. I was actually trying to push it last night to see how well the 730 chipset fared, but I'll talk about that in a bit. Anyway, I'm talking about sleep and how hard it is for me to sleep. And maybe this is something that will help me. Actually, you know what would help me is if I just didn't bring the phone with me in my bed at night. You know what I used to do? When I told myself it was time to sleep, I would literally put my phone. Well, this was when I had my own apartment, and I would literally not even bring the phone in the bedroom with me or the studio apartment with me. Like so I live in Chicago, right? And so I would always stay in studios, except for one time when I had like a bigger apartment. But for the most part, I would put my phone so far away from me and just lay in bed and then just force myself to sleep. And that's really what I should do. But maybe this might be an option here. So Um, Fall asleep to calming sounds and limit interruptions while you sleep. So with my Google Mini, what do they call it now? A Nest Mini, whatever the fuck they call it. I would always turn on sounds, and even living in the city, I would still turn on city sounds a lot. Or they have country sounds where they play like crickets or whatever. Sometimes I need some kind of white noise, and that's helpful. But I haven't done that in a while. It's also because I don't live by myself right now, and I don't want to be turning like noise on and like wake other people up. So if you stay up on your phone past bedtime, that's me. You'll get a snapshot of how much time you're spending awake and on which apps. Here's the thing: is like I kind of don't want to turn that on because I'm scared to see how much time I waste when I'm just laying in bed. Each morning, you can wake up with your favorite track or with a gradually brighter screen with sunrise alarm. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Recorder, Docs, and the new Google Assistant all working together. The Recorder app now lets you start, stop, and search voice recordings using the new Google Assistant. Simply say, I'm not going to say it because I don't want your stuff to go on. Start recording my meeting, or you know what it's going to say, show me recordings about dogs. You can even save a transcript directly to Google Docs, making it easier to share with others. Oh, that's pretty cool. um you know what's funny is I've had my Pixel 4 since day 1, and I still haven't I still haven't used Recorder. I haven't found a use for it yet. um the stuff I do with work or whatever is just mostly at home, and it's mostly video editing. And now a lot of what I'm doing is streaming. So it's not something I do often. But yeah, so personal safety features. The personal safety app on I like looked real quick and I see Mint Arcade in here. And it's funny because I'm talking about sleeping late, and Mint Arcade, I keep forgetting where you're from. But I think right now, what time is it? It's almost 2 p.m. Central here. And it's probably like 3 or something in the morning there. Mint Arcade, go to sleep. No, welcome to the stream though. I will go back to chat in a bit, guys. I just in the corner of my eye I saw Mint Arcade. I always want to say hi to him because he's been uh, a good supporter for some time now. I mean, kind of a newer supporter, but he used to come in every day until I've been pushing these streams back, and I know he goes to sleep because yeah. Anyway, let me move on here. Personal safety features. The personal safety app on Pixel 4 will now be available on all Pixel devices, and car crash detection is also coming to the Pixel 3. Um, we're introducing sorry, we're introducing new safety features too, like safety check, which schedules a check-in from the app at a later time. So actually, I read this part, I thought it was beneficial. For example, if you're about to go on a run or hike alone, safety check will make sure you made it back safely. I actually like that. I think that's a good feature. Fuck, I forgot to change the screen so you guys could read along with me. I'm sorry. If you if you don't respond to the scheduled check-in, the app will alert your emergency contacts in the event that you need immediate help or are in a dangerous situation. Emergency sharing notifies all of your emergency contacts and shares your real time location through Google Maps so they can send help or find you. And to be ultra prepared, you can enable crisis alerts in the personal safety app to get notifications about natural disasters or public emergencies. I haven't seen how this works, but we might as well take a look here. So it says tap crisis alert. Oh, okay. Okay. Am I? Oh, it's just to get info on it. So that's pretty cool. Um, I mean, I think that's a really good additional feature. For more information on new features that just dropped, head to the Pixel forum and blah blah blah, and we can get into that. But yeah, I mean, I again, they all seem pretty useful. I'm excited to maybe test out that bedtime feature, maybe see if it's something that'll help me sleep properly because it's something I've really had a hard time doing lately.